to save the world from something else. Maybe I'll make a movie. A movie starring me. Then people will take me super serial. Excelsior!
Finding someone to share your life with can seem like a never-ending quest. But true love is worth fighting for. Other types of love, not so much.
I'm sorry, Victoria. I thought I had it there. I'm just not good at the sex.
Is it because I find you repellent in every way?
No, that's actually a huge turn-on. It's just sort of hard to be intimate with him staring at us like that.
Look, you two have 72 hours to mate, or Victoria goes back to the London Zoo, and you both go and...
Sexy fruit time. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, world, how you doing?
Okay.
This is your host,
Wet kiss.
Michael Myers, 1031.
With a 3-meter pole.
Okay, well, let's talk about
We're up at 2 o'clock in the morning, the day after Cinco de Mayo, because we just wanted to celebrate with our brown brothers and sisters and show camaraderie in this time when things are real confusing. So, to all our brown brothers and sisters and our black brothers and sisters out there, we was on just extend our love to you and let you know that we thinking about you in these times of confusion.
Hey.
And we high as hell. But y'all didn't need to know that.
Cannabis.
Weed is good. I will show you the bottles and shit, but you know.
Oh, no, don't show them the bottles. Go ahead.
Don't show them the bottles and shit. Anyway, y'all ever get down this way, you know, we still got shit going on. Come to Bill Street. Come to Bass Pro. You know, come have a good time with us, you know. We like to have fun down here, you know. So, come join us. Be one with us. You may enjoy it.
You are wearing my ring.
What is this mark on it?
I'm gonna stop it. Very well, Mark. I will stop it.
Okay. Good to be heard. Wow. Why do you have an engagement ring in your desk anyway?
It's a long story that would best be told at a bookstore. You see, Mark, 3 centuries ago, I made the biggest mistake of my life. Proposing to the wizard Princess Beatrice, the wealthy heiress to the bedfellow throne. I've been able to put it on ice until you put on that stupid ring and activated the marriage countdown.
Well, deactivate it. Get this thing off my finger.
I'm just getting my reaction to what they talking about in the background. I'm like,
Is that bad?
Not for me. It just means
Hey.
that you're the best man. Yeah, that works.
how you doing, baby?
Everything you know is in this book.
So ask me
Great.
5
So,
questions.
I have to convince 2 dragons to mate.
Can I ask you the first
Plan your
one?
wedding
Sure.
too?
Hey, on the plus side, you just obtained the power of influence.
That won't give me the money. What's up?
Yeah?
The first question I want to ask you is, why me?
You want to go for a drink and
Why not you?
With you, 3's never a crowd. Yeah.
Not to change the subject or deter the question a little bit, but your original question was, why you? And I say to you and the people, why not you? Because we always think that the world is against us, or this isn't a fair place, or, you know, this ain't right, you know, shit is hell.
Could that have been the power of
And while that may be the case sometimes,
Turn that frown upside down. Oh, it was.
we have to start
The power of influence.
manifesting
You.
or prophesizing what we want to achieve and what we want to
Now everybody.
conquer, what we want to, you know, focus on. You know, we can't just be thinking that we ain't shit and we'll never be shit and we'll never accomplish shit and we'll never see shit. Because if you adopt that way of thinking, then your thoughts are more powerful than what you think. So if you adopt that way of thinking, then you basically already giving up on yourself. So why will good things happen to you with that type of attitude? See, being baby, from the beginning of the year, we didn't come up with no New Year's resolutions or shit like that and say, well, we're going to lose 10 pounds, we're going to do it. We like to eat seafood and everything, steaks and shit, so we did something more realistic. Like, we was in a process of change or evolution or phases last year, and we was making improvements, so we said this year, you know what I'm saying, we just gonna try to do some different things. Like, and one of my methods is called reboot. And reboot is like, you know, everything that I know or everything that I have learned, throw it out the motherfucking window, boy. Cause shit, it got me to where I was, but where I'm trying to go is so much farther. So I'm trying to gain new information about technology, different aspects of business, mergers and acquisitions and whatnot, you know. Anything that's interesting or about a buck, you know what I'm saying, I'm willing to learn it, you see. These are different times that we live in. You know, you can work from the house, so that's a great advantage that a lot of us have as Americans. I think we should utilize that more and try to expand what we ain't used to doing, because a lot of us stuck in our ways and we'll work these warehouse jobs or these security jobs or whatever type of job that we known for working until we can't work it no more. But the thing is, we should always be trying to build on what we already have. Therefore, that's cool if we have to fall back on it. But if we build and expand, we can go forward and do something else. And we can always be focusing on building and expanding and add something to our repertoire, because at the end of the day, the more you know, the more you can demand for a pay. You see what I'm saying? We all know that sex sells. How can you utilize that? 9 times out of 10, if you're a fan boy or you're a family member or a fan of the show, but you're a nerd, you're not highly sexual active. And basically what that just means is that you're just not getting the cookie or the nookie like that. And it's understandable, because everybody goes through a phase where they break down and not able to get it like they want. But in the future, we got a podcast that's coming to you, and we will be shooting videos while we're doing the podcast. So y'all can look forward to that. So all my nerdy fellows and all my fellow virgins out there, help is on the way. It's 2020, and it looks like it's fucked up due to the COVID epidemic or pandemic, whatever you want to say, but help is on the way, and we will get y'all some pussy this year. Help is on the way. Step 1, I want y'all to start looking in the mirror at yourself and just having a little bit more confidence. When you look in the mirror, what do you see?
I see a reflection.
You see a reflection, right? But I'm talking to
You're on the phone, but this first off, this was the first thing you see is a reflection.
You're gonna see a reflection, yeah. But see, most people get caught up because even everybody has a idea of self, which they think they look a certain way, or you know, they think they are a certain way when they are viewed as looking like this or acting like this from someone else's perspective. So,
Someone else.
you know, but how do you guys see yourself? I want you guys to start looking in the mirror and not see a fat tub of lard.
Also, too, baby. Look, I'll tell you something. A person can see themselves for who they are, but it's also who you surround yourself with.
That was gonna be this.
Opinions are, they're valuable.
Well, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
We was only on step one, and we was gonna get to that at a later lesson, at a later date. But as I was saying, when you look in the mirror, I don't want you to look at yourself and say that you see a fat piece of tub of lard with acne spots on his face that rival the craters on the moon, or some sloppy motherfucker that a few years from now you see yourself on My 600-Pound Life or some shit like that, or some motherfucker that's stuck in his mother's basement for 20 fucking years.
Damn.
I'm just.
You going on, baby? Damn.
I'm trying to tell they self not how to see
We
it.
all go through stuff, but you ain't gotta make a person feel like they still. I mean, I understand that we all go through shit. We all do, but don't make a person relive. Let them know that it's gonna be okay.
It is.
It will be okay.
It
because
is
as soon
going
as
to
you
be
find-
okay.
As soon as your mind transforms, your brain transforms. Like when I met you, I was like, and it was kind of rocky. But then, like when I experienced you,
Right.
I was like, it can't get no better. Like I don't even want whatever better is. I don't even want it. Like it's just like I'm loving this. Like for real, I feel this is right for me. Like
Right.
I need this right now.
Right.
So don't let a person feel. Don't let nobody re-experience. Cause I can go through some shit in my life and I can be mad. Like how you were just talking. But another person might reminisce and they be like, yeah, that motherfucker did fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? And it can make them think about some shit. You know what I'm saying? So while you was talking, I was like, it made me think about some shit that I had been through.
Right.
But it just like, cause it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just a
gonna be
human
okay.
experience.
Everything is an experience.
So it's just
Everything
like
through life,
when since I've been with you, I did not know happiness when I woke up in the morning, because you always be like, hey babe, hey, what you doing? Like you always, how you feeling?
Right.
Like that's what I want to experience versus me waking up be like, oh, but we gotta let people know like what you got in your life right now, what you introducing to your life, what do you have in your circle, what is accommodated in your daily routine that makes you do this. Like, do you want to keep it or do you want to take it away? You know what I'm talking about? I want to keep you. I ain't gonna take you away. No, because you make me happy.
As you heard from my co-host, Miss CC,
You know what it is.
I got a little graphic on y'all. You know,
Baby.
I tend to get a little graphic. You know?
We all working on ourselves. We all working on ourselves.
Improvement, you know. I mean, if you're not trying to improve yourself, then what are you trying to do? Because you can't officially say that you're trying to improve the world if you're not trying to work on yourself. You know, that's just real shit. You know, and Puff and Diddy said some shit. Well, I guess that's the same. But Diddy and Biggie said some shit a long time ago. They said, you know, you can't change the world till you want to be the change. You want to change the world, you got to be the change that you want to see in the world. So, you know, I was just giving y'all a little bit of medicine. You know, we was up early morning.
We can just talk. We ain't even got to get into no medicine.
Early
Just
mornings,
hope that they listen to us.
late nights, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is, I give a confession or
Go ahead.
let the people know something like, one of my biggest obsessions is with cash. And the reason I say that is because as you get older, you know what I'm saying, the responsibility of bills, taxes, all types of things. If you done went to college, which I'm imagining maybe 35 or 40% of the population has been to some type of technical schooling or some type of improvement, some type of technical school where they're getting a trade school or something. You know, you done tried to improve yourself some type of way, which is mandatory because when our parents was going to school or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, they could just jump out of high school and get a good job type shit versus when we got out of school and shit, you couldn't even jump out of high school and get no good job and shit. It was
you couldn't even jump out of high school and get on damn driver's license shit.
Well, I was one of
that shit was hard.
I was one of the blessed ones.
I think everybody's blessed in a different state, but what does the definition of blessed mean? Like, what does that mean? What's the, you know what?
Talk about, look, check this out. We talking about driving, right? Well, they offered it at my school, but I didn't want to take it at school or whatnot. So, at 16 years old here. At 16 years old, me and Black went to the fairgrounds. And at the fairgrounds, they was offering a course for maybe $150 back then. Me and Black took the course.
What is the definition of blessed?
Here's the definition of blessed. Made holy, consecrated.
My God.
I made like a 96 on the driving part and like a 97 on the written test. So I aced both of the tests, to let y'all know. So I've been whipping a long time. You know what I'm saying? I've been whipping shit. I've been whipping close to about shit. Close to 20-some years I've been whipping. You know. But that goes back to the thing where it's phases and evolution, and I believe it's phases and evolution and everything. Like, cause with my driving, I went through phases and evolutions. You know, I had over 12 or 13 vehicles. You know, I owned everything from Corollas to minivans. You know, a Camaro in between, 3 Maximas. Shit, 2 Impalas. Shit, a Toyota Avalon. What's that on the Toyota? Besides that Toyota Corolla, so shit, that's a whole game right there. But you know, as you get older, you learn to appreciate shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, it ain't like when you're young, you just fuck shit up and then you might get you some new shit or something. You got to appreciate that shit because ain't nobody else gonna give you shit. You know what I'm saying? You need to find a way to cherish that shit and make that shit of the utmost importance where you'll value it to where you'll take care of it and you can make it last, and that shit might become an antique or whatnot, but shit, I mean, it's your shit. You know what I'm saying? Why you gonna give your shit away or let somebody trick you out your shit? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if you like the shit enough to buy it, then you should keep it and preserve it and take care of it and treat it like it's a family member. You know, don't just buy shit just to have shit, just to keep up with motherfuckers so you can say you got shit. You know, if you like something, get it. But if it ain't necessary, don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Try to put something up for a rainy day because you never know when a rainy day. Like them folks in Nashville, I mean, currently getting hit with tornadoes and shit. 100,000 people without power and shit like that. It just went through a storm like 2 weeks ago and shit. You know what I'm saying? There's all type of shit going on. You never know what might happen. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine, if the power is out, shit, that means the bank is closed. If the bank is closed, shit, that means you can't go to the teller. That means you can't go to the ATM. You see what I'm saying? So have some shit set up where it's arranged that you need to be on some motherfucking James Bond type shit. You never know what might happen. Well, like, what if a motherfucking computer virus just fuck everything up and the internet break or some shit? You know what I'm saying? It's all type of things that we need to do as a people. And I say as a people, not just singling out one particular set of people, but all of us as a people. You know what I'm saying? My lady, my fiance, my wife, you know what I'm saying? She loves flowers and plants, you know what I'm saying? Gardens and shit, that shit is important. You know what I'm saying? If we know how to grow our own shit, that saves us a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm more of a hunter type nigga, you know? I'm a ninja, you know what I'm saying? A ninja, that's a nin, front, and ginger on the end of it. But anyway, she garden, she's poison ivy or whatnot, and I'm craving the hunter or some shit, you know. I like to hunt shit, you know. So it wouldn't be no problem. Whenever I had to use bow and arrows, crossbows, you know, 30-yard 6 rifles, AR-15s, none of the M, you know, knives, bare hands, whatever. Shit, I'm a hunter. You know, but I'm saying, like, we as a people all need to have some type of essential skills or whatnot. You know, I mean, whether it be being able to start a fire with your bare hands, or a rock, or a piece of flint, or some shit like that, or, you know what I'm saying, being able to build a structure from leaves and trees and branches and shit like that. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, thinking outside of the box, you know what I'm saying. I watched a lot of Naked and Afraid and shit. I just want to tell y'all, anybody in TV land, if you're looking for some stars or something, you know, I got a couple of them. I got a whole cast for you. You can give us a show. It'll be interesting. Trust me. Anyway, Naked and Afraid, I got you. I sleep out there in the jungle. I ain't worried about it. I know how to start a fire. I ain't worried about them snakes. I cut their ass open and eat them. Y'all will be telling me, hey man, you can't do that, man. Don't do the animals like that. I'll be cutting them up, eating them. Yum yum. I ain't gonna be eating no bugs. I'm gonna survive. I'm from North Memphis, Tennessee. You don't know where that's at. It's dangerous. It's like Pakistan, Iran, Iraq, Chirac, attack. It's dangerous, but you know, it's fair. I feel like if you can survive in your hometown, mine's in Memphis, Tennessee, you can survive anywhere. I'll give you a quick example of that. I was in the Bahamas. You know, I'm 420 friendly, and I had been on the water for 3 days, and I ain't had no weed. I didn't bring the vape pen, because at the time I was like, I ain't gonna take no chance bringing none. I said I'll just find some. I just had the faith or whatnot, or the belief, if you want to say, that I was gonna find it. And I went to the store, which we was on a bar excursion. A bar excursion is like you hit 5 bars back to back, and like each bar you hit, they're gonna give you a free drink. But you know, you buying the rest of your drinks while you're at the bar or whatnot. And they probably ain't shit, about $4, $5, some shit, but that shit gonna get you fucked up because you're in the Bahamas and shit. So we done hit 3 of them motherfuckers. Now we at the 4th one. And I'm like, man, I ain't gonna last like this shit. I ain't even got no motherfucking cigarettes. I said, we done hit all these motherfucking bars in the daytime and shit. Got the motherfucking drums in the background, the motherfucking shit going on. You feeling good and shit. Fuck that shit. I need some cigarettes. They told me it's a spot next door that sells cigarettes. You know, they little stores ain't nothing but like little shacks and shit. That shit terrible. But anyway, I go next door, right? I'm looking for cigarettes. I see cigarettes in boxes, but that shit got all type of names on it. That shit is some shit I ain't never seen before type shit. I'm like, hell nah, boy. I was like, I can't smoke. He was like, I was like, is this shit menthol? I was like, I didn't even trust that shit. I was like, man, where's the nearest gas station, man? He said, oh, man, it's right around the corner. That way, you know, he talking that bullshit, what they call it, damn, I can't think of it. I want to say like Pontiac or some shit like that. It's a combination though. Portois or some shit like that. That probably ain't it either. But they speaking this shit, so I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna go around the corner. He must have thought I was whipping this shit. I'm on the excursion. I'm on the van with everybody else, so I ain't whipping. Man, I'm walking, looking for this goddamn gas station. I don't see shit. Walking, people driving past, saying, hey, all type of shit. I'm like, oh, okay, this shit too funny. I see something look like a gas station. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm finna go on there. I go in that motherfucker. I'm like, damn, they got coolers and shit. They got old town coolers and shit. I'm thinking, let me go and get me something to drink, you know what I'm saying? Even though I already been drinking on the bar skirt. I'm trying to look at the beer and shit. It's all type of shit that I can't understand. So I was like, man, you know what? Fuck that. I'm good.
Don't be that guy. Head to manscaped.com. For a limited
So
get a free pair of Manscaped boxers.
I said, fuck it. I just go over there to the motherfucking cash register and whatnot. Ask John, can I get a box of Newports, longs? I think he charged me $9 or some shit. I'm sitting there looking like, God damn, bro. He was like, yes, everything American has that tattoo on or some shit. I'm like, man, that's some bullshit. So I bought the cigarettes. Dude in the corner, I'm peeping him. He looking at me. I'm packing my squares on the bottom and shit. You know what I'm saying? Making sure they're straight. You know what I'm saying? He looking at me. He asked me for some squares and shit. You know, I'm from all methods and shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucked up about sharing no cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Why fuck I'm gonna be stingy with cancer and shit? You can have this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him 2 squares and shit. And I'm like, damn. He's like, yeah, man. I was like, man, you know what's above that, man? Some weed and shit. He was like, yeah, man, my homeboy got some of that shit. So keep it, man. I'm looking at him the whole time. I'm like, man, this nigga try to set me up and shit. I'm gonna fuck him up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit him with that Fred Flintstone judo chop and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, I'm in the Bahamas where a Section 8 is in orange. Like my hometown, originally, Seoul town, I'm 31% Nigerian. So I'm going to Lagos, Nigeria. It's an orange zone, like the Bahamas. The Bahamas are orange zone. In the Bahamas, you can get robbed, you can get raped, murdered, raped again, beat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm there, taking a chance. Why was this nigga? I'm like, I'm a judo chop his ass if we get silly. So bam. We go to a little house, man. The supposed to be projects is beautiful. That's like a little shack. It ain't even a little shack. It's a little house. Maybe it's a 2-bedroom, something, 1 bath or something. But man, you got palm trees and shit around. You know what I'm saying? Sky all beautiful and blue and shit. That shit, man, beautiful. So I'm like, I see 2 more cats. He introduced me to 2 more cats, and I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? There's 3 of these motherfuckers, but all them like slim little African little motherfucker Bohemian, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool. It ain't just that fucked up, so I'm like, cool. So I'm like, y'all got some weed and shit? Like, yeah, man, we got some weed and shit. So I'm like, man, I'm finna get me some kush, I'm finna get blown and shit. So, me not being one to be a dumbass or maybe I'm just friendly and shit, I ain't just want to dip, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure. Nigga ain't fucking me out of shit. Well, I said, nigga served me in motherfucking aluminum foil, not even no plastic bag. I ain't had no plastic bag, but I wasn't tripping. So I was like, cool. I'm like, cool. I told what's him called roll up, you know what I'm saying? He rolled one up, you know what I'm saying? I'm smoking that shit. The first time I hit that shit, I said, you know, like, good weed to make you hit that shit and be like, damn, this shit here fire. Man, this shit was homegrown shit. I'm all the way in the Bahamas and shit. I spent $20 on this shit. And this shit could have been grown out somebody's motherfucking garden and shit, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Damn. For real, damn, bro. That shit hurt my heart, but I chalked it up to the fact that shit, I was in the Bahamas up under some motherfucking palm trees looking at all type of flamingos and shit, smoking a blunt fool. And then these motherfuckers had the audacity to ask me, hey, you know about your Agati? What about Moneyback your Young Dolph? You know him? What about what his name? Black Youngster. Yes, you know them. Yes, we love their music. Yes, motherfucker. It's just amazing to me, like Memphis, not just music but culture alone can go a lot of places. Like I was looking at the Firm last night, and I was just tripping, like how it was just filmed in Memphis back in the 90s and shit like that, and looking at a lot of old spots that ain't there no more or whatnot. But I feel like, man, everything goes through phases and evolution or transition or change, you know what I'm saying? And one of our biggest problems is we're too resistant to change, you know what I'm saying? We think that anything that's going to change us is going to make us a worse person, but we got to realize that change for the right reasons can be a good thing. So don't always be so opposed to new things, because new things in the end can end us teaching us new information and helping us become a better person in the longer run. So with that being said, much love to y'all, and I'm out. It's like late as fuck probably, but peace. Happy Cinco de Mayo, much love, and happy hump day now. Wednesday. Yeah.